that couldn't afford a mortgage. He forced them to give it. As a lawyer, he forced banks to give loans. And if the banks didn't do it, he would have protesters out in front of the bank, in front of the banker's house, saying that they're racist because he won't give black people loans. So the banks granted the loans. They didn't have much of a choice. And what happened? We had a housing meltdown. He's overburdening the immigration system by letting more people in the country than the immigration system was designed to manage. Then we have money to feed. Then we have processes to shelter. He's overburdening the disabilities, making it so easy to get on disability that people don't even have to show that they have a disability. The oil spill in the Gulf. He set up a fund where BP had to pay some $22 billion. And anybody could get money from that fund. They did not have to prove that they were hurt. He was overburdening the system by putting so many people on the fund to get the recompensation for the oil spill that you did not even have to show that your business was hurt. He's overburdening the EBT system, the welfare process, advertising in Mexico on Telemundo, in the TVs, on bulletin boards. You don't think you can get EBT? You don't think you can get money from America? Come to America and see how easy it is. And look where we are. We've got more people on welfare now by a wide margin than we have ever had before. He is out to destroy us on every front. And he's succeeding so far. Folks, stay with us. We got more coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll be right back.
Tom O'Halloran has a not-so-common core spelling lesson for the Obama administration. Ready? There is no K in America.
There's kids who can't pray in school, $100 tanks of gas. I can tell you right now, this country ain't supposed to be like that. No, that ain't my America. That ain't this country's roots. You wanna slam, hold on to Sam, but I ain't letting you. Yeah, I'm mad as hell, and you know I still bleed red, white, and blue. They ain't us, and that ain't my America. Oh no, that ain't my America. No, 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 no. That ain't my America.
And welcome back. Welcome to the Wednesday night edition of Patriot Radio Show. This is the fastest hour on radio. I'm going to be joined right now by a very special guest of mine, Veronica Coffin. You hear me talk about her every week. She manages 15 different websites of mine, and she does a bang-up job. I'm just tickled to death that she's part of my operation. Ronnie, are you online?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
Oh, I'm surviving. Anyway.
You were actually my first caller, if I'm not mistaken, when I started this radio show back in May.
Yeah, I got the free books, too.
Good show. What's up?
Anyways, I have a more oblique viewpoint of what's happening now in the country.
Okay.
And I wanted to run it by you and the people that listen in. What I'm thinking, every time I hear the blame game or whatever, let's blame Obama. Let's blame the Democrats. Let's blame the Republicans. All this stuff in the news goes in a circle after circle. All I can think of is these evil, rich corporations and CEOs with their big evil grins, watching it with, a degree of hilarity. It's like watching the little people, spin around in circles. There's big money behind all of this. It's controlling everything. It controls the news media. It controls our medicine. I'm reading a book now, Death by Modern Medicine, and how big pharma has manipulated America and our whole medical industry. And you read about Gates and the depopulation and everything, and there's a lot of money behind all the lobbying, all the politicians. That's why they don't care what their constituents say. Everybody wants the money. This American Humanist Association that is starting the war on religion and the war against, representing the atheists and getting them accepted for kindergartners. This is all being pushed by the big money. The amnesty also. They want more H-1B visas because they don't want to hire Americans. Americans cost money. They want to bring in these people from India and Asia and everywhere else. And we need to start looking beyond the manipulation by media. The DOD did a whole big research project on perception management, and you can look that up on Wikipedia. And this is what they're using. They're distorting our perceptions to hide behind what their real agenda is and what they're really doing. We need to look beyond the manipulation. We got to find out who is financing all this, who's the big money, where it's not all coming from Soros. It's coming from many of our major corporations. I don't know. What do you think on that? I really think we need to start researching beyond the obvious.
I think you're right to a degree. I think it's probably a combination of all of them. The corporations, I know for a fact Soros has got his hands in just about everything that's anti-American. There's little doubt about that. The unions as well. The money's coming from everywhere. But the thing of it is this guy was supposed to be different. He said he was going to be the most transparent. He said he was going to have no lobbyists in the White House. He said bills were going to be posted so that we could read it. He promised that he was going to be different. He was going to change and make it all different, and he failed to do so.
Well, you see, even the Washington Times, the New York Times, they're all turning against him. They're calling him. Yeah,
it's happening. You're right. It started a couple months ago. The leftists have left him. The media's all questioning him. Now they're beginning to remember what media is supposed to do. Even the liberal columnists are coming out against him. Some of them are coming out against him because he's not leftist enough. But in either case, yes, he's lost the love of the media, and part of that's his own fault. He started cutting them out. I mean, he actually had a meeting on transparency in the media, but he didn't let the media go to it.
Well, something is happening here. I think a lot of it is that they realize he's on his way out. They're going to be looking to support Hillary now. They don't care about Obama anymore. He's mostly gone. I mean, he's the lame duck president. So, yeah, you're going to see more and more come out against him, but they want to come out for Hillary and show that she's not associated with him.
Do you think they do, or do you think they're going to come out for Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah, she's like an alternate, but I still think they want Hillary if they can get her through. Why do you think they have that CBS show, Madam Secretary? It's just like the Dennis Haysbert and TV series 24. Got America used to looking at, how it would be to have a black president. So they had no problem electing Obama.
I hadn't even thought of that. I hadn't even thought of that. That could be a good part of why he won the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Because he certainly didn't win it on his record. I don't watch that show. I mean, I'd seen a few episodes of it, but yeah, you're very likely to be right. They could have associated black president with Haysbert and said, yeah, let's go ahead and go for this guy. Wow. Yep. That's a new one. I hadn't even considered that possibility.
As a president on TV, too. He was very impressive.
Yeah.
And it's how people aren't. You also notice I tweeted something yesterday that no one else has brought up, was the fact that George Clooney, he is the one that had all the fundraising campaigns at his house and got everybody together for Obama. And he married an Arab Muslim.
I didn't know that until I saw your tweet. I don't pay attention to the social columns and who's marrying and sleeping with who and all that stuff.
Well, that was the best. It was everywhere. The news media was having a heyday about her and how Clooney's off the market, but I'm not sure if he's a Muslim now, too. But they're trying to mitigate that she's a Muslim. They're calling her a Druze, Truze. It's more ancient than the Muslims, but she's a Muslim.
Yeah,
she's more
I'll be darned.
Than the Muslims.
I didn't even know he liked women, but that's another story.
That's another story. Some of them
I'm not saying that he doesn't. I just was surprised when he got married to a woman.
But you notice Muslim women are moving into political circles. We have Weiner and Abedin. We have Abedin with Hillary. We have Jarrett with Obama. Now we have this lady Amal with Clooney. I mean, they are getting more and more into political arenas.
In the United States, which is the scary part.
Yes.
In the United States. And we've got I believe 3 Muslims in the in Congress right now. We've got Ellison. We've got a female. I believe she's in Oklahoma. But people need to start waking up, because you cannot have allegiance to the United States Constitution and be a Muslim unless you're lying about one or the other.
We have Muslims and activists as judges, too. Do you know, every time I try to vote out judges, never do they go away. They don't even discuss the results of the votes, but they all were always there. When they're up on the ballot, I always vote no to give someone else a chance. They never go away.
Yeah, it's well, the reason for that, I think, is because they only run in districts where they have a large Muslim population, such as up in Detroit, up around the Dearborn area. In certain parts of Minneapolis, there's a large Muslim population. Nashville, the same way. Certain sections of New York and California, they get their foot in the door there, and once they get elected, because they do all these things pushing for halal food and all that, and that's something we're going to look into this week, where the money goes for halal food. I see it in the grocery stores now. As I understand it, in order to put that on your food, it has to be not only processed a certain way, but certain amounts of money need to be paid to a certain fund, which supposedly, I haven't verified it, goes to terrorist organizations. We'll do some research on that. We'll talk about it either this Friday or the next. But, Ronnie, we're down to 1 minute. Anything else, dear?
Nope, just wanted to offer my perspective on something.
Ronnie, I appreciate you more than you can know. Okay, dear?
Oh, I appreciate your help, too. You keep
all right, dear.
Going. Have a good one.
Get back to work.
Yeah.
Folks, that was Veronica Coffin. Give her a hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you tuning in. I know there's a lot of options of what to do on any given night. And even if you decide to listen to radio, the options are plentiful. So I appreciate it each and every time you tune in, whether you tune in live or listen to it in the archives. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Get involved, folks. We've got an election coming up. We need to get people out to vote for people that stand up for the real America, not the America we've seen for the last 5 years. Get involved. Time's running out. Good night, America. God bless you and yours. This is Tom O'Halloran. I'm out.